What you see here is a Thomas T3. 4 blades, 38 inches, white finish. This fan is basically just a Fasco parlor fan with a few modifications. Thomas British India, as a ceiling fan company, very closely followed Fasco, so much so that when they first started out, they pretty much just bought all the same parts from them and, again, just made a few slight modifications. And looking at this fan closer, that is definitely evident. One of the most distinguishable differences is the top faceplate and the canopy. But pretty much everything from that point down is a copy of Fasco. Reversing switch is on the bottom faceplate, whilst a parlor fan of the same era would probably have it on top. Additionally, there is no knob piece for the variable speed control there. There is this little metal bit on it to help you grip it better, but not a big actual plastic piece that covers the entire thing, which is a bit interesting. Fan has solid wood blades, but it does not use the bushings that many Fascos of this time would use. It just has screws go straight through, which is something that the plastic wood grain blades of the time would use. Additionally, if you look at this fan directly from the side, you will see the blades do not have that upward pitch to them that drop flywheel Fascos are known for. This was most likely a conscientious decision on Thomas's part to try and differentiate the look of their fans. At least I assume that's what it is. Maybe it was something else. As if they bought the spiders from Fasco, being the blade holder pieces up here, they would have need to have pitched them down in order to get the blades to look slightly different as they do here. Overall, though, this fan is really nice. Cosmetically, it's in great condition. There's a few scuff marks along the blade edges, but that can easily be filled in with touch-up paint. I got the ceiling fan from Nolan Ferguson at Fanimation in the summer of 2024. Everything you see on it is original except for the tassel pull chain. And now we'll go ahead and demonstrate the fan, starting off with minimum speed on the variable speed control. And it's probably going to stall out, so I might have to turn it a little. And as you can tell by the hum, it does use a cardboard box variable speed control system. However, it does still have the Vari-Low pull chain sequence where the first pull is high speed, the second pull is the variable speed setting, and then the third pull is off again. Yes, so Thomas British India did very closely copy Fasco, and they did, both them and Fasco, tried to differentiate their fan designs in the later years. However, by the mid-80s, Thomas had pretty much ceased to exist, at least in the ceiling fan distribution world. And Fasco, meanwhile, pretty much swept the parlor fan model under the rug, as they did have the B-Series ornate parlor fan during the Gen 2 era, but that model was largely overshadowed by other models like the World's Fair in the Old South. Hence why B-Series parlor fans are, at least in my experience, pretty uncommon. especially compared to A-series ones. There is a nice aesthetic minimum speed. Alright, we'll turn this guy up a bit. That right there is just about full speed on the variable setting. And it is not in any way far off from high speed on the pull chain. Yeah, really the only change is that the motor goes completely silent. I do wonder if at any point that was Fasco's intention with the Vari-Low setting, was that you could have a quiet high speed and then the variable setting with the 60 cycle hum. Or maybe they rationalized it with, if the Vari-Low system failed, you'd still have another setting. I don't know. Who knows, really. Either way, it's a cool system. And there is high speed. Fan is pretty fast and quite powerful. Got a little bit of a wobble as well. I will also say I really like the white finish on this fan. It's not overly crazy bright white, but at the same time it's not super dulled like, say, Casablanca's antique white of the time, which I still very much like, but I do like how this one has a little bit of gloss to it. And there you have it, a white 38-inch Thomas T3.